The water completely inundated my house.
Last week, Juneau officials were preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. A week later, they're getting deeper into recovering from flood damage.
We just didn't have a good sense of how many homes were going to be impacted, and our best estimate at that time was certainly over 100. But we didn't really have a better sense, and we did finish damage assessment work and have a number now. So 290 residences are what was impacted.
Last year's record-breaking crests of nearly 15 feet were topped again this year, almost a foot higher than in 2023. After Governor Dunleavy issued a disaster emergency last week, the National Guard was dispatched to the city, as many are dealing with extensive damages.
There weren't as many homes impacted last year, and the type of damage was different. The homes that were impacted last year, it was less of a flooding issue and more of a bank erosion issue.
Deb Johnston, a homeowner in Juneau, says she's had to remove insulation, flooring, and drywall from her house. If yearly flooding continues in Juneau, Johnston says she won't be replacing broken pieces with anything fancy, but she will not leave.
But this is my house and my home, and I'm not in a position either emotionally or financially to abandon it and try and find something else.
Johnston says she's grateful nobody she knows was harmed, but still needed to grieve the home she created.
The thought of basically starting all over, I had just moved into this house 4 years ago and replaced all the floors and all the bathrooms in here.
Officials say more than 100 volunteers were helping in Juneau on Saturday. The director of Parks and Recreation says more help is needed.
I think it's going to be a long recovery. It's a small town, and there were a lot of homes that were damaged.